Hello everybody, I'm so glad you are here. My channel is all about art journal, mixed media painting, collage, assemblage and anything else that sparks my interest. In case you don't know me, I'm Grob and I love to inspire you. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now today's video, as you probably have seen in the title of the video, it's going to be a flip through in my fragmented journal. What I call fragmented journal, others would call junk journal, but for me the word junk is so disrespectful. I just don't like it. So that's why I call it fragmented journals, because I use fragments to make my journal. So the front and the back is roll-off paper, obviously. I did use some duct tape to do the spine, and then I did use bits and pieces, and I actually have one here which is not filled yet, so that's what they look like before I start. I do add bits and pieces, fragments of, that was a tag. Here I actually didn't do any fragments of a piece of some jelly print, I guess. Yeah, fragments of laces, all kind of things. This one is the last fragmented journal I actually have in my shop for you to buy if you like. So check out my shop. Anyway, that's what they look before I do my art journaling in it. So I had this very colorful page, and I remember I was thinking, what in the hell am I gonna do with such a colorful page? That's kind of hard. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go in with just black and white, and that's what I did. I was looking for black and white magazine pieces. So, and I will have all the links to the YouTube videos, because some of those pages I did on YouTube as a video. I will put them down below in the description, so in case you're interested to watch how I did that. And I know this was a YouTube video. So anyway, back to what I did. I did add just black and white stuff, you know. And it was in a French magazine, and it says regard, which means look. It hasn't to be, it's not regards, it is regard in French, so that's what this is about. Now, to connect those two pages, which were very different, I mean, this was mainly pink and this was in the primary colors, so I added with Posca pen the same colors and same shapes basically to this side. So that's what I did here. Now with this page I had for sure this ephemera, and there is something underneath here. But other than that, I think there was maybe this piece also. This was also an added piece. Mainly I used those pieces to hide like brand names or text I didn't like. That was my main purpose, beside of decoration, of course. So, and then yeah, so that was here. I did paint the girl and made some stencil work, some doodling. And I don't know whether you can see, some of the paints are actually metallic paints. And then I added one of the quotes here. Now, I'm not attached to what I have done previously. If I have an idea, I have no problem covering up everything. So that's what I did here, actually, except this part here. Plus précieuse means more precious in French. Mémoire or memories, that you can read in both languages. So that's what I did with this page. And then looking over on this page, I did see a face, and I actually went along the sewing line here with the face, and also for that sort of ribbon, that's purely along the sewing. So I think that's what sometimes gives you a possibility to react to a page, if you find things in there, so that gives you ideas to what to do. So just saying. again, I'm not attached to what was underneath, because I know there is, when you do those jelly prints, the transfer jelly prints, you're left with the transfer on the jelly plate, but the paper, the magazine piece you have used is full of color, and I thought it's too bad to throw that away, so I have attached that underneath. But then again, when I did see those pieces, I knew I don't like the color with those, so I did change up the color, completely covered it up with no regrets. It's just the starting point. Here I did leave a lot of those fragments just the way they were. I just added a little bit of a figure. That's from a magazine, the jacket, that's one of my girls. That's from the book Colorful Collages for You to Play. It's in there, this face. I added the drawing some wings, and I added some skirt with, yeah, and funny stockings, striped stockings. Yeah. Okay, and the hat is actually a piece of cheesecloth. So, and it is, as you can see, I can lift it up. And then quote. That is either an Instagram, IGTV, or YouTube. I don't remember, but I know I did film it and I did show it. Today is full of possible. Again, I did cover up pretty much the whole page with paint and added this lady from a fashion magazine. And then I was feeling like I need some flowers here. Yeah, just was painting, so I did cover up completely the background and just did paint what I felt like I want to paint. So I didn't care what's underneath. Here I did some doodling, just on the strips as they were. I didn't change any color. I think that's from this page. I don't remember. Sometimes I don't remember how I did it. I did add a lot of after collages here. That's afterwards, that's afterwards, that's afterwards. That was there already, I know that. And the piece of fabric was there too. And that was afterwards too. So yeah, that's I did cut out with the Brothers Cannon cut, and then I did emboss it. That was from a magazine, but I just added a rub-on. That are rub-ons too, like here too, rub-ons. I have no idea whether I did film that or not. I can't tell you. I don't think so. Anyway, did some magazine face, which I did paint over, and did add some stamping to the background, and add some quote from the magazine. I didn't do a lot here, just adding some dots, and sometimes the pages are rather quick. And I think I did those two together. Take life a cup at a time, one cup at a time. Yeah. I think I did paint quite a bit, but I also did use a stencil. This is one of those labeling machine thingies I did use. I did add the tag, sorry. I had a black. I did add the tag afterwards, I remember that, because the tag was lying around on my table, and I'm going to put that in here. I had this fish already on the tag, but then I did add on the back side also stuff, and then I made a funny collage with just purely magazine elements. Just adding a lady from the, this time it was an Italian magazine. You know, we're living in a country with several languages, so you get your hands on all kind of languages. So that was passione, that's an Italian word. So I did add this lady and then I did doodle around. Did add the window and then that's one of my sketches. Adding butterflies, painting, and then writing a little bit. That's still the original, but I have colored in here this part, not so much this part. Completely went over with gesso, but just a light gesso, and then I just did paint this girl here. And here I did cover up everything. It's just there's nothing visible but was underneath, so just added some flowers. This part was already here, so I left it, but I did add a little lady, and that's one of my stamps. And also here on the tab I did add some stamping. Oh, see, funny. Dick and Jane, you know those little children books, that's from there, the quote. And I made some chickens. I'm working at the moment with chickens. No, you didn't see a lot of it yet, but because it's going to be a class, but just saying. Expect to see some chickens in the future. That's the only page I think I left as glossy as it is. Can you see how glossy it is? Can you see the gloss? So I just left it because, just for a variation. Most of the times my things are matte, but then I did add one of my stamps again. And I didn't do a lot here, just left it as it is. Again, here I did paint over quite a bit, and I did use gesso first in the background just to tone down what was there, and painted a face and added my stamps, Create Beauty. That was just a post on Instagram. I will put my Instagram handle somewhere in the video. So that was a post on Instagram, 2 faces from magazines, and then I did draw in the neck and added details, made them some funny hair with some of my own collage papers, not that from the book, that's other collage papers I did. So I did some doodling with Posca pens, and the background is pretty much painted. There's no more visible what I have underneath. That was a creature I did with watercolor, and again, let's see, I want you to see the shimmer. The wings are shimmery, there's shimmer everywhere. You still can't see sort of what is underneath. There are those spools, and I did put my figure on one of those spools. And then I just lightly painted over it. That was again one of those magazine pages where I did a transfer, a jelly print transfer. So that's why the green is around. I thought, okay, I'm gonna leave that as it is, but I'm gonna add some circles with golden lines. Kind of hard to see for you. Yeah, here you can see it. So just left it as it is. Here I went crazy. I did cover up, I think, everything that was on there. Just felt like I want to use colors. And just some random doodling, some roses, some twigs, and mark making. Just had fun with paint. This again is pretty much covered up. I mean, I can see that the original red here, but then I did stamp over it, I did paint over it. I added some washi tape with bottles and made her a funny hat. And that's actually one of my homemade washi tapes. There is a YouTube video how I make my homemade washi tapes, this banner thing like tape. This was actually the way it was, that there was this page already in. So I did play around with paint and doodling and Love your talents are the do. Just using up bits and pieces that were from prints of mine. That's again a print of mine, and then just added random color and had fun. My beastie. I did make a Zoom class with that for ATCs, so they are fun as ATCs, so I did shrink it and provide it to those who wanted it. Here I also did add some embossing just because I can. I just felt like I want to try some embossing. It was actually a new embossing powder I got and I wanted to try it. So I did stamp the embossing ink through a stencil, as you can see. The background was as it is. I did use this tissue paper when I was making the pages, but then I added my girl and a little bit of ephemera as a... No, actually the ephemera was already there, so I just added the head and some wings and did some doodling. You can probably see it a little bit. There is a face on here, but I didn't want the face so much, so I added actually a collage, which I did sew first before I did glue it to the background. So there is the machine sewing from when I did the book itself, the journal itself, and then I did some hand sewing with my collage elements and added the whole thingy onto the page. A random collage, that wasn't there, but the background was there and this background was there, just playing with collage elements. That was an Instagram Reels, so and I'm not sure if I did post it also on YouTube, I can't tell you. But sometimes I use things for Instagram, so that's... And that are my own stencils, those girls. Embrace the rainy days and color your page. That is, I don't know whether you can see it. I did use, maybe I gotta zoom you in a bit. You don't see the whole thing then, but you still can't see it, can you? No, it gets blurry. Okay, I did use from a magazine the page, the child, and added all kind of colors, but I also added, first of all, glimmer. You probably can see the glimmer, yeah. Can see that, but also crackle medium, the Ranger crackle medium. That's my preferred one. It's really an easy one. And I did glue down the feather with the gel medium. I'm not sure whether it was for Mixed Media and More on Monday or a YouTube video. No, it was a YouTube video. It was a YouTube video. So you remember that maybe? So that's my stamp again with printed on tissue paper, not on tissue paper, on the sewing pattern paper. I like that brownish paper for doing things like that. Some drawing, just a little bit of pencil and a little bit of postcard pen. I guess it was postcard pen. And then some collaging, sort of a dress. It was actually that way in the page, so this lace, so I thought I can use it as a dress for her. This page was in these colors, you can see here pretty much, so I did a lot use. Again, it is metallic paint underneath, and then I did doodle. And then I did add black gesso around, and I did use gesso because gesso is matte, so I have the difference between the metallic shiny color and the black matte of the gesso. Kind of like that page. Yep, another bird. Here I left pretty much everything as it was. I just did stamp with my face, and then I did draw with the black pen the body, the wings and the feet. I didn't do a lot to this page. Another crazy chicken. I basically did paint again the whole page so you don't see what actually was underneath the chicken. You have seen that. That was a YouTube video too. And that was again an Instagram reel, so very quick. I did play with, first I did gesso everything, and then I did play with inks and did add a sketch, or maybe I did add the sketch first and then play with inks, I don't remember. Anyway, I kind of like her. There are always flowers for those who want to see. That's a quote from Henry Matisse. So I added some flowers and one of my girls. Here I was really challenged. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Let's see. It is a piece of fabric here, which I did sew on when I made my book. So I had a hard time to make that fit to the rest of the page. So I was quite struggling here a little bit. But hey, it worked out in the end. So another girl, and then I did use flowers from a garden magazine. Again, this is one of those pages where I did a gel print transfer, so I did it in purple as you can see, and I just left everything except I did add those white lines all around her, so kind of like that. And that's it. That was my flip through, and I wish you all a very happy new year. Take care and see you soon. Bye!